A comment on one of my previous videos was, "It's just so hard to stay positive." And I agree, it really is hard. But you have to keep in mind that you can't just think positive thoughts and expect much to change. You have to be aware of a lot more than your thoughts, although it's a great starting point. Have you ever met someone and instantly had the feeling of something being off about them? Or on the flip side, have you ever met someone and instantly felt very comfortable around them? When we want to express how they made us feel, we say things like, "They gave me a really bad vibe," or "They had a really good vibe," or maybe something like, "They had really good energy." If that's ever happened to you, you'll probably know that it isn't just a thought that you have, it's more of a feeling, or a knowing. And if you've seen any of my previous videos, you'll know by now that everything is energy, frequencies and vibrations, but that's a whole other story. If you're interested in why we sometimes have those feelings, or why, if you're thinking positive thoughts, you don't really feel any better, I hope that this video will give you a visual that goes some way to explaining it. These are metronomes. A metronome is a device that keeps regular beats, or ticks, to help a musician keep the beat or tempo of a song. Metronomes can be adjusted based on tempo. For the sake of this demonstration, the metronomes are placed on a light platform which is suspended by wires. The wires allow the platform to move freely. This free movement of the platform allows the metronomes to change their amplitude because of the vibrations going through the platform, which in turn, eventually causes them to all tick in sequence to the same beat. And I'll say it again. You don't have to worry about how it happens, just know that it does. You can see and hear the changes that are happening as they all start to synchronize. It takes around 3.5 minutes for this to happen. So whilst that is happening, try to imagine that you are one of the metronomes, with your own beat or vibration. All of the other ones are your thoughts, feelings, and the people and things that you surround yourself with. It looks and sounds like chaos so far. And if you were small enough to stand in the middle of them, I would imagine that it wouldn't sound or feel very nice. But eventually, from chaos comes order. Just like the metronomes, you will eventually end up being on the same vibrational frequency or beat as whoever and whatever you surround yourself with. So, apart from your own thoughts and feelings, you have to be aware of what or who else is having an effect on you. Otherwise, it will be a long time coming before you are able to stay more positive, raise your vibration, and create the reality you want. Don't try to change other people, just focus on working on yourself. Once you can become aware of the thoughts that you are having, you start to recognize that you're not your thoughts, and you begin to get a whole new perspective on who you really are. Once you get that whole new perspective, you will have more control over your thoughts, which in turn means you will have more control over your emotions, which in turn will affect how you act. When you change your thoughts, your feelings, and your actions, you change your personality. And when you change your personality, you can change your reality. It's not easy to change yourself, it never is easy, just take it one step at a time, and have the belief that you can do it. Start by picking one thought that you don't want to keep having, and write it down. Then make a conscious decision that every time you have that thought, rather than reacting to it, you are going to put your attention on it and ask, what is the purpose of this thought? Pay attention to what happens to your mind and body when you ask. Then ask yourself what peace it brings you, and again, pay attention to see what reaction you get, and write anything down that comes to mind. I hope that you will also start to pay attention to what is going on around you. So the moral of the story is, no matter how hard the metronome tries to keep its current amplitude or beat, or in your case, think positive. If you, or it, is not aware of the effects its external environment is also having on it, the metronome, or you, ends up dancing to everybody else's beat, rather than dancing to the beat that it, or you, wants to dance to. Thanks for watching, and thanks for your support. Please hit the thumbs up if you enjoyed the video. See you next time.